What is the funniest lie to tell kids? 1. My sister told me that yellow leaves tasted like bananas and brown ones tasted like chocolate. I ate some leaves but came back and told her they didn't taste the way she said they would. She told me I must have eaten a bad batch. So, I kept trying to find the tasty ones. 2. A friend said he was once in the car with his family when they drove past an industrial plant with smoke billowing out of a chute. He asked his mom what it was, and she told him, "That's the cloud factory, those are clouds being released into the sky." He said he genuinely believed clouds were man-made for a good portion of his life. 3. I told my 7-year-old sister that if you lick your fingers and wipe them in your ear, your hearing will get better. When she did it, I talked a little louder and raised the TV volume without her noticing. She kept doing it every day until her teacher told her it wasn't true. 4. When my baby sister was 4, I was 20. One day, it was storming loudly, with lightning and thunder, and she was terrified. Eventually, she fell asleep. While she was napping, I had to run outside for something and came back soaked. When the storm cleared, she woke up and asked why I was so wet. I told her, "Well, since you were scared, I went and fought the storm. I won." I pointed outside to the clearing sky. The awe on her face was priceless. For that day, I was her hero. 5. As a child, my parents told me that if I did something bad, I was going to baby jail. I believed in baby jail until I was about 12 years old. If I started crying in public, my dad would say, "Mary, stop that. You don't want to go to baby jail, do you?" And I'd scream even louder, "I don't want to go to baby jail." I was a well-behaved kid until I realized baby jail wasn't real. Then I turned into a teenager, and when they told me juvenile detention was real, I didn't believe them. 6. That the human body is only allotted so many words a year, and if you talk too much now, you might not be able to talk for the rest of the year. 7. I was at my friend's house, and his 5-year-old nephew was there. The nephew stole my friend's phone, so I said, "Hey Brian, I'm going to have to call the invisible cops on my invisible phone." He laughed and said, "No, you won't." I pretended to hold my invisible phone and said, "Hello? Invisible cops? Brian is stealing his uncle's phone." "Oh, you'll be here in 5 minutes to take him to invisible jail? Okay, I'll keep him here." Brian immediately started freaking out and crying. 8. When my youngest was in elementary school, I could see his playground from our living room window. When he came home, I used to say things like, "Did you have a good game of football after lunch?" Or, "I saw you playing tag with Steven." He was amazed, and I'd just say, "Moms know everything." This lasted for a couple of years. Now it's a family joke. 9. My little sister used to get upset when I wouldn't take her to PG-13 movies. I told her they were called PG-13 because only 13 people could see them at a time. I said we were too late because the 13 people had already gone in. 10. I read about a father who told his daughter she was half human, half mermaid, but she had the top half of a mermaid and the bottom half of a human. 11.